Well, would you look at that? We finally have some leaked information about Xbox's massive new event. Now, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this because in the next 6 months, Xbox is supposed to be releasing Redfall, Minecraft Legends, Forza Motorsport, and of course, the highly anticipated Bethesda game, Starfield. There's a lot of information coming from this leak, and it's coming from very credible sources, so I'm going to get into everything that's being talked about this event, and what we should expect from Xbox in the coming weeks. Let's get into it. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future videos, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so for the last several months, we know that Xbox has been pretty much quiet. A lot of things have been surrounding the Activision Blizzard deal, and everybody's been just kind of concentrating on that. But for a couple weeks now, a few insiders and some journalists have been hinting that Xbox might actually have an event at the beginning of 2023 or in the next couple weeks. And wouldn't you know it, our good friend Jez Corden has come out and talked about an exclusive where he mentions that this event might happen in the next couple of weeks. You know what? I'm just going to jump into the article and see what he has to say because there's a lot of information here. Xbox will host a new developer direct game show with Arcane, Bethesda, and more. Here's when. What you need to know. A new Xbox showcase has been rumored for some time now, and we believe we have some concrete information on it finally. Our sources suggest the showcase is called Xbox Developer Direct and will feature content from Xbox and Bethesda. We're expecting the show to go live on January 25th at 12 p.m. Eastern, although that may be subject to change. Games expected to appear include Redfall, Forza Motorsport, and Minecraft Legends. This will be an intimate look at major games for 2023 as Microsoft seeks to ramp up transparency and frequency on upcoming Xbox games. Now, I know a lot of fans have been waiting for this. I know I've been waiting for this. Ever since last year where they had that E3 showing, I feel like Xbox has kind of just been quiet. They've been concentrating on Activision Blizzard, but most of all, they haven't talked about their first-party games, and they haven't talked about the most important part of those games, which is the release date. When are gamers going to actually get these things in their hands where we can play them and enjoy them? And that's what fans have been waiting for, and it's something that this article has pointed out. Xbox fans have been waiting for a while for information on this year's slate of Xbox games, set to include games like Redfall and the hotly anticipated Starfield. It seems that we won't have to wait much longer if our information is correct. I heard that there was an Xbox showcase on the horizon back in December, as we discussed on our Xbox 2 podcast, but have since been able to lock the information down with a variety of sources familiar with Microsoft's plans. It seems the show will be called a Developer Direct and may be part of a new initiative from Microsoft and Xbox to offer information on upcoming games more frequently, outside of the major E3 and Game Awards marketing beats. From what we understand, the Developer Direct show is slated for January 25th at 12 p.m. on Xbox's official channels for Twitch and YouTube. Although these dates may be subject to change, the show will be hosted by both Xbox and Bethesda with deep dives into Redfall, Minecraft Legends, Forza Motorsport, and content from ZeniMax Online Studios. From what we understand, this won't be a full-blown E3 scale kind of show and will be a more intimate look at some upcoming exclusives. As such, we've heard Starfield may be even skipping the show for a bigger marketing beat later on. Alright, so let me jump into this. We know that Xbox fans have been waiting, and I can go into the whole detail about the history about Xbox not talking for a little while and us kind of just being left behind waiting for games to come out. But I want to go into these deep dives. Redfall has been very vocal lately. Last week, the director and the developers came out talking about Redfall, and they went into detail about how big the scale is, how big the game is, that they went for a full-blown cooperative open-world game, even though they should have maybe concentrated on an either open-world game or a cooperative game. But them combining them makes them feel like it's this epic scale game that they've never seen before. They didn't talk about it in the Left 4 Dead space, where a lot of people were like, this is Back 4 Blood or Left 4 Dead type of game. No, they said this is more of a open world 4-player co-op game in the Far Cry world. You got to think about that. Far Cry is a massive game. I love almost all the Far Cry games. I've played most of them. I've played actually the last 3 or 4 of them and completed them. And I have to say, having that big open world game in a first-person aspect is pretty cool. And Redfall seems to be jumping into that. And if you know Arcane games, if you know all the games they develop, they make you very immersed into that world. And that's what Redfall strikes me as. It strikes me as one of the biggest games coming out this year. It kind of is a mix between Far Cry and Borderlands, and you put those together, and I have to say, I'm extremely excited for this. I know a lot of people have been looking at Starfield and Bethesda, and while I'm excited for those games, I've always said since the beginning, Redfall is a game I'm extremely excited to get my hands on, because I can't wait to jump into that world, hunting vampires, playing with my friends, because for me, gaming has always been a social thing. I've always played games with my friends. I like playing multiplayer games, I like playing battle royales, and I enjoy co-op games playing with people I enjoy playing games with. That's what Redfall strikes me as. So I'm looking forward to it. There's always been rumors that it's coming out in May, and of course it has to come out in the next 6 months because that's what Microsoft and Xbox has promised last year at their E3. So we just have to wait and see. And for them to get this deep dive, I feel like Redfall's been the most transparent game out there. It's been out there more than Starfield. It's been out there more than Forza Motorsport. So I feel like it's closer to releasing, especially since it had a closer release date last year than Starfield did until the delays hit it. Either way, can't wait to see it. Can't wait for them to go into these deep dives because I feel like we've seen a lot of Starfield and I'm sure they have plenty of more to show. But now let's shift gears over to Minecraft Legends. I know a lot of people don't really look forward to this because it's an RTS game, but I have to say, I am. I love Minecraft Dungeons. Don't care. I have a bunch of achievements on it. I played multiple hours on it. Me and my friends went through that game. It's a Diablo-esque game, so I've enjoyed that thoroughly. I've gone through some of the expansions. I've gone through the main game. I enjoyed it for what it was, and now that makes me look forward to Minecraft Legends because I love RTS games. I love playing them, and being able to play this on my PC, which I'm going to play this on my PC, I'm excited to see what it has to offer. Minecraft has kind of expanded beyond belief when it joined Xbox, or when Xbox acquired them. So for Minecraft fans and RTS fans, I think this game might actually be pretty cool. It looked good in the preview, it looked good in the trailer, and I hope to see a deep dive into gameplay, what it could be, and I know it's going to be a little bit more casual because it is Minecraft and it goes towards that kind of demographic, but overall, I'm looking forward to jumping into that. But now let's move over to Forza Motorsport. I know a lot of people are excited for this. I know a lot of people want to see this game, and I'm cool with it. I understand why people love it. It's a racing game. It's probably the best racing simulator out there, and so far for the last, what has it been, 5 to 6 years, all people have had is kind of Gran Turismo. Forza Motorsport released in 2017, I believe, or maybe 18, the last one that came out, and a lot of fans really are waiting for the new one to see all the new tech in it, the ray tracing, because this is going to be a graphical showcase for the Xbox Series X, and of course, every other game out there, because this is what Forza and Turn 10 do. They bring out some of the best looking games, some of the most well-programmed games, and I can't wait to see what it is. Am I going to play this game like crazy? Probably not. I'll jump into it casually if I'm in a party. It's not something I look crazy forward to, but I like Forza Horizon a lot better because it's more arcadey, open world, and I like playground games. But either way, Forza Motorsport's probably going to be awesome to see. They're going to go into awesome tech behind it, how it utilizes the Xbox Series X, and it's probably going to set a foundational work of what everybody else can do on that system. So let's hope we get some pretty good deep dive. And now I want to shift over to ZeniMax Online Studios. I don't know what they're going to show. They're probably going to show some Elder Scrolls expansions, maybe some Fallout 76 expansions, and I would assume that's it. But you never know. They've also been working on a brand new AAA online game. There's a lot of rumors going around. I've reported it that they've hired like crazy. They created a whole new studio. They brought in multiple developers, and I'm not talking about like 10, 20, 30. I'm talking about like over 100 people to work on this new IP. And it's been in development for a little while now, so maybe, just maybe, they talk about that. Or it's something else a little smaller, and it's just the expansions for the other games that are already out, and we'll see that when it gets up there. But overall, I'm excited to see what they have to announce. Seems kind of like a little bit of a surprise, but if it's just expansions, that's fine. I'm sure some people will enjoy that, and it'll be for that audience. But now I want to jump into something that kind of irritates me, which is Starfield is not going to be there. How are you not going to have Starfield there? I mean, it's supposed to release in the next 6 months. Now, it does say that they have this thing where they can skip it for a bigger marketing beat later on, but at some point, you're kind of running out of time to give us a release date. I have always said that they should not release this game in May when Zelda and Suicide Squad and all these big games are coming out, because Starfield deserves its time in the sun. It deserves its time to be kind of experienced by everybody in gaming. So I'm looking at an April release date. Now, if they release it in June, I don't know. That doesn't seem like it sits well with me. That's really cutting it close to that 6 months. And of course, there's E3, and there's a bunch of other games coming out around May and June. And if you push it back to July, to September, maybe even October, you're kind of breaking that promise of the next 12 months that you put up on E3 last year. I know I don't want a broken game, so bring it out when it's ready, but overall, I need to start being a little bit more transparent with this game. It's probably the most anticipated game from Xbox in a very long time, so people are excited for it. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, is Starfield, but it's not going to be at this show. So I'm thinking maybe in February or even March, they have another blowout, media site thing where they talk about Starfield exclusively and maybe just give us a release date. That's the whole point. We just want a release date. And I gotta say that 2023 is looking pretty good for Microsoft and gaming as a whole, which is something this article brings up. 2023 is looking to be a bright year for Microsoft's gaming efforts. Many of the best Xbox games announced in the past few years have 2023 launch windows, including Redfall and the surefire blockbuster Starfield, led by Todd Howard and the team behind Skyrim and Fallout 3 and 4. Microsoft has been criticized in recent years for the relatively anemic exclusive offering for Xbox through 2022, despite winning high critical praise for titles like Grounded, Pentiment, alongside ongoing updates for Sea of Thieves and Flight Simulator. Xbox Game Pass has also been firing on all cylinders, obtaining excellent titles like Vampire Survivors and A Plague's Tale Requiem last year, with Monster Hunter Rise landing day one into the service in the coming weeks. The Developer Direct Showcase will hopefully be the beginning of a more frequent marketing cycle for the company, as many fans have asked Microsoft to look to Nintendo's Direct style shows to keep the news cycle going. We expect Microsoft will make the show official as soon as this week, so be sure to keep an eye out. Now, I do have to say that I can't wait till they start having a little bit more of these events. I like what Nintendo does. They give people updates like, hey, this is coming this year, this is coming soon, and that's about it. No talking, no weird skits, no stupid things in front. And I like that. Just put the games forward. Let the games speak for themselves. I enjoyed your E3. I've enjoyed what you've done where you don't have people out there talking all that much. You just kind of have trailers and gameplay trailers, and that's it. But now you got to start putting release dates on these. I'm looking forward to the show. I want to see if they're going to start putting these release dates together. I want to see what Redfall is going to be like. I want to see what Starfield's going to be like. And Forza Motorsport and Minecraft Legends are just kind of the icing on top. And I do want to see what E3 is going to bring. Because if they have this event where they're going to showcase these games, E3 is going to have a lot more announced on it. You got to think about that. There's a lot of games that have been announced from 2020 that haven't been shown. But to fill out E3, they're going to need more games. Because Redfall, Starfield, and all these games that are coming out took a lot of time last year into the event. So with those gone, it's going to be a huge reason for Xbox to start showcasing what all these developers and all these studios are working on, because we know Xbox is making games. They just need to execute them and bring them out in a timely fashion. But let me know what you think about all this. Are you excited to see Redfall? Are you excited to hear about the new ZeniMax online game? Or do you look forward to Forza Motorsport and Minecraft Legends? Which game has you the most excited? Are you a little disappointed that Starfield might not actually be at this event and that it might get pushed past the 6-month window that we've been talking about, where Xbox said all these games are going to come out in the next 12 months from June of last year? Or do you think just give them as much time as possible and it doesn't really bother you? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a bunch of High on Life. I'm enjoying that game. I'm pretty much, I think, 4 to 5 hours into it. I'll probably get to beat that game in the next week or two, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. I've been jumping into a bunch of other little games, just having fun, but mostly I've been playing a lot, and I mean a lot of Fortnite and a lot of Apex Legends. I got both of the battle passes. I'm working through them. For Fortnite, I'm already level like 130, so I'm having a blast with that game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's very well done, programmed very well. There's some glitches here and there, but I'm enjoying it for what it is, and it's probably one of the best BRs out there with one of the best battle passes. And of course, there's Apex Legends when I want to get sweaty. I've really enjoyed that game. Man, oh man, do I have I think 900 hours in it. I just love it. I think it's one of the best BRs out there, especially if you want to be competitive. So I've been jumping into that a lot and going through the battle pass. So hopefully I get to enjoy that a little bit longer until the new season starts, and then we'll start ranked all over, because me and my buddy are pushing ranked right now. But but I want to start it when the season starts like everybody else, so it's on even playing field. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing something on your Xbox Series X, your PS5, your PC, your Steam Deck, your Switch? What do you want playing? Because I just want to know what everybody's playing, and maybe it'll give me an idea to jump into a new game. So let me know down below what you're playing, because that's what we're here for. It's talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.